two votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
We come to you north of the border from Toronto, Ontario. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Raptors are Canada's team, only fitting. Toronto's the fourth largest city in North America.
Ed, all that sounds great, but I'll tell you what, I love everything about T-Dot. The food, the music, the culture, the people, the energy of the city. It's off the charts. Every NBA player wants to come through the six.
No one really cares if it's cold because inside these walls, it's always revved up. The Oklahoma City Thunder control the tap. Paul to Adams. Marc Gasol sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in think you can get more at the rim.
OKC ball. Paul. Shot from the lane won't go. Sizing up the defense. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
To Paul. Down low, Gallinari. And throws it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To Van Vliet. Pascal Siakam. To Gasol. Pascal Siakam. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Adams. And the basket good at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Nice pass to set things up.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Now Paul with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Marc Gasol pins it. Ball's controlled by Lowry. To Gasol. He gets it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Paul into the front court. Down just a couple. Pascal Siakam tips it. Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. Oh, he had it.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And count the basket inside.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
So Lowry gets it in the left corner. Pascal Siakam to Lowry. And he finishes at the rim.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
To Adams. Steven Adams with the slam.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Paul into the front court. 14-10 the score. Pascal Siakam. Huge block. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. And that'll...
From the start, let's do it.
Substitutions, Toronto. Entering the game for Oklahoma City, number 17, Dennis.
To Schroeder. OKC now with 4 to shoot and finishes strong.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Schroeder with the basketball. It's 14-12. And a throwdown.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Number 31.
To Wright.
Pick him up, pick him up.
Stevenson. To Ibaka.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Has a chance with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Oh, a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2. Toronto Raptors are in the penalty.
Can't miss those. Stevenson. And the finish at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Lance Stevenson.
Oklahoma City's got it. Has a look. Not that time. That'll get out off the Raptors. To Schroeder. Passed it off. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
That's me, I got it.
Cleans it up. Offensive board. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
My ball. Screen coming right.
Here comes the screen. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Dennis Schroeder, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 82%. Knocks down the first. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Short jumper off the mark. Not that time. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the first quarter. Thunder with the lead. Second quarter set to start. Neither.
We got this. Let's go.
Substitutions, Oklahoma City. Stepping in for Toronto, number 1.
Fred VanVleet. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Screen coming. Three seconds. controlled by Kyle Lowry. Gets to the basket and scores.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Lead is 2. Here comes the screen. Schroeder. The rebound's corralled by the Raptors. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Ball here.
To Schroeder. Throws it up. Oh, blocked away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Schroeder. Love the hustle. Sprawl down on the deck. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Serge Ibaka. He's now 5 for 6.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Now a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout from OKC as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Schroeder. From the painted area, won't go down. Lowry into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Tough make through traffic.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
And stuffs it home.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Count the basket inside.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
To Schroeder. The rebound comes down to Toronto. And scores. Strong take.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
First half comes to an end. The Raptors in front.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game. Oh, here we go.
Deep left corner.
I'm here. I'm here. Come on. Check.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Second effort. Pascal Siakam snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Goes to the left side. Fred VanVleet. To Gasol. Marc Gasol. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Paul. Marc Gasol sends it away. That's his 3rd block this evening. For 3,
blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Lowry. Gasol. He scores on the step back. Jay, how did he get free?
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Paul. Wide open look won't go. The follow won't go either. Trying to cash in. Gallinari off the mark. Big man, Steven Adams. He's now 4 for 6.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Watch that cutter, watch that cutter, watch the cutter, watch the cutter.
To Adams. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
To VanVleet. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
The Thunder have the possession. Down low, Gallinari. He throws it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Up by 3. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good as he completes the 3-point play. The lead is up to 6. Paul with it up top. Looking to make something happen. From long range. Off the mark. No good. Oh, and a putback.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
Make it tough on him.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Paul. Pascal Siakam swats it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
To Schroeder.
Hands off, get the board.
Rebounds taken down by the Raptors. Lowry with it. They lead it, 4-point game. And finishes strong.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Lowry.
Hands up, you got him, you got him.
Pascal Siakam to Ibaka. Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Nice pass to get things going.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Lowry. To Ibaka. Siakam matched up with Steven Adams. Fires the three. Off the iron. No good. Here's Schroeder with it. His guys trail now by 4. Here comes the screen. To Schroeder. Down to Adams. Shot from the lane won't go. To Lowry. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Number 7, Kyle Lowry.
Schroeder with the basketball. The deficit is 6. To Adams. Serge Ibaka with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
A couple of cracks at the line now.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Richaun Holmes. He's got 2 shots coming. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Lowry into the front court. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Adams gets it in the left corner. Serge Ibaka rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. The deficit now up to 5. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. And the nice finish at the rim. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. The Raptors have the lead. The Thunder have it to start the fourth.
Substitutions.
Short jumper won't fall.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. And count the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Screen coming. That pass taken away by Toronto.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And that one is out. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. And he scores. scores. Euro step into the rim, Jay. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Pascal Siakam at the line for a chance at a three-point play. His career mark right now sits at 63%. Paul across the timeline. The margin standing now at 7. Ooh, Chris Paul. Ooh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Paul gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
Now Paul with the basketball. Now down 6. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Pascal Siakam trying to cash in on a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw is good. It's a three-point play, and that just might put this game out of reach. The Thunder will use a timeout. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game.
The opportunity to attend a post-game press conference.
Paul.
Visit the website for your chance to win.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Lobs it up. Paul into the front court. They trail by 7. And a putback slam.
There you go, big fella.
And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Paul into the front court. Right now, down 7.
Watch the cutter, man.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle. The pass set it all up. It's the Raptors with the victory. They're now 2-0 in this young season. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rep. Last time that I checked, I was selling sack. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked. I've been self-made from the dribble.